Mr. Jones, I'm going to tell you Mr. Jones, I'm going to tell you
I'm not allowed to object. I'm my own counsel now. I'm allowed to object, ain't I? It's only 3 years.
When I'm talking, you do not talk over me. Do you understand that? Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to end very quickly and very badly for you if you do.
It's 3 years. I don't need
Mr. Jones, I don't care what you want with regard to that. I'm following procedure, and this is what we're going to do.
All right, guys, today we've got a real piece of work for you, a sovereign citizen who thinks the law is just a suggestion here. This dude is straight up arrogant, cocky, and just annoying. He's facing an extra 3 years for assaulting an officer in prison. And what I mean by that is he is already locked up for an armed robbery charge, which he's doing 4 years in prison for that one. Yeah, this guy is just built different and not in a good way. Let me know what. You guys think about this dude. Is he mentally ill, or does he just have no idea what's going on here? Let's go ahead and dive into this very heated court hearing here.
Your Honor, my client has indicated to me that he might want to represent himself in this matter. I just wanted to bring it to the court's attention to have the court address that issue.
All right, Mr. Jones, why don't you tell me what's going on?
I just want to represent myself. I feel like nobody's going to fight for me like I'm going to fight for myself. I've been through voir dire, I've been through jury trials, I've done all this before.
Did you go to law school?
No, I did not, sir.
So do you know all of the rules of evidence and the rules of criminal procedure?
I don't think I really need it with this case.
Yes, you do. You absolutely need them, because every time something happens, Mr. Arnold here has been a practicing trial attorney with the prosecutor's office in Hamilton County and Warren County for how long, Mr. Arnold?
Well, if you add in military time, almost 46 years.
46 years. He's a skilled trial attorney. He knows the rules of evidence, and he knows the rules of procedure. You can roll your eyes at me all you want.
I don't really care about none of that.
But here's the problem. I'm required by my canons that I hold you to the same standard that I hold Mr. Arnold, even though you have no formal training or education in the law.
All right.
I'm sorry?
It will be all right.
It won't be all right. I'm telling you,
That's
you won't.
Man, it ain't no time, bro. I got 10 in, 4 left to do. I do not care at all, even a little bit. It's 3 years. It's cut and dry. What happened happened. I didn't start this. Let the jury decide. I don't care about none of that, bro. None of the stuff you talking about right now make any sense to me. Do I care about it at all, even a little bit, man? It's 3 extra years max.
So what are you telling me?
I'm telling you, I can represent myself. I can handle it. It's not that serious.
Ms. Martin is a skilled trial attorney.
That's cool. I might be a skilled trial attorney too. Sometimes you gotta try stuff in life, and you never know how good you might be at that.
You ever picked a jury before?
I have. I've been through mass of those. I've been through at least 7 different ones of those. Some of them didn't go all the way through. People got sick and stuff like that. I had to do it all over again.
You realize that if you do this, you cannot use ineffective assistance of counsel as a grounds for an appeal. It's not a basis for an appeal. You'll be representing yourself. You'll be held to the exact same standards that I hold Mr. Arnold to, and it would be a huge mistake.
All right.
I'm sorry. Cool. It's not cool. It's you're making a huge mistake.
I mean, I made a whole bunch of them. I'm sitting in prison right now for something I ain't do, so I make a lot of mistakes. You can't live life with regret, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You got to do what you got to do, right? Even if it means taking an extra 3 years in prison when there's an option to get that reduced, makes total sense, right? This dude is already serving time for the aggravated robbery charge. So if he gets hit with that extra time after his jury trial, it's going to be 13 years total. Like, what is this dude's plan here? He keeps saying 3 years, but he's looking at 13 total. I mean at this point, does he just want to rack up time for fun? Because it's sure. Seems like it. I mean, there's literally no way around it. If the jury finds him guilty, that's what he's looking at. And based on this guy's demeanor here, he is definitely going to be found guilty. Let me know what you guys think. Let's dive back in.
Well, I'm inclined to decline that request. We are here on the day of jury trial. The jury is waiting for me to bring them down. I'm inclined to allow Ms. Martin to proceed representing you.
I don't want Ms. Martin representing me. I want to represent myself. I don't need somebody that's going to lay down and work with the prosecution. I'm going to do what
Ms.
I
Martin
do.
is not...
I mean, that's cool. Your opinion is irrelevant in this matter. Your opinion is not helping her none. You work with the prosecution. You ain't here for me.
You are incorrect. I do not work with the prosecution. I do not work with the defense counsel. Actually, one of my functions here is to make sure that your constitutional rights are protected, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm sorry?
That will be tested. We will see about that.
The other problem is obviously you have a right to remain silent. With you asking questions and you're making a huge mistake.
It's added to the list. It's a whole bunch of them. It's a long list.
Is anyone threatened you in any way or promised you anything in order to get you to waive your right to counsel?
No. Just want to represent myself. I can't go any worse than it might be about to go. It's only 3 years, man. It's only 3 years. I got that.
And as long as you understand that in asking questions, in picking the jury, in everything that you do, here's the other problem. Here's the other problem. Is he in shackles?
Yes.
Okay, there's the other problem. Because you are in custody, you have shackles on. You want the jury to see you in shackles?
That's grounds for an appeal by itself. I realize that part. You're not supposed to let the jury see me in shackles, so I mean that's kind of like a tipsy-turvy type of thing right there. I know a little bit more than most. I ain't all the way simple, close to it, but a little bit more than most.
Your Honor, if you're going to entertain this, I think you need a written waiver, A, and a much more detailed, the 12th District, and I can't remember the name of the case, a few years ago, came out with a much more detailed.
All right, we'll go through it. Hang on. All right, Mr. Jones, you've been handed a waiver of right to counsel. You understand that you have the absolute constitutional right to be represented by an attorney. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you are not being charged for Ms. Martin's services, that you have the right to have an attorney appointed to you free of charge. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you understand the charge against you is a felony of the 3rd degree assault because of your status, the status of the alleged victim, and the location of the incident being in the Department of Corrections, that the maximum penalty is 36 months in prison.
Correct.
All right. Are you aware of any possible defenses to this charge or this allegation?
Meaning what?
I'm just asking a question.
I
Are you
don't
aware of
understand
any?
the question.
Are you aware of any?
I don't understand the question you're asking, sir.
Well, you're going to represent yourself and put on a defense, I assume, at
Correct.
least by way of cross-examining the witnesses presented by the state.
Right.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. You understand that there may be possible defenses that you could raise in your cross-examination of the state's witnesses or in presentation of witnesses on your own behalf. You understand
Correct.
that?
Like impeaching a witness?
Sir, I'm not going to explain every single thing to you. That's why I'm trying to encourage you to go with counsel here. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right.
This dude does not understand, like, not even a little bit, I swear. If he was facing 10 years, his reaction would probably be like it's just 10 years, like, bro. Do you realize you only have one life to live? 3 years is actually a huge chunk of your life. And this guy is just acting like it's no big deal. Like, am I overreacting? Or is 3 years a long time? Because honestly, if you go 3 years back, you really can't remember much. I mean, that's just me, though. It's honestly kind of scary to think that some people don't take the law seriously, especially when you've got people like this guy who walk into gas stations, pull up with a weapon, and threaten everybody. Like, what makes you think that's okay? Like, is this guy mentally ill or something? Because this is not a normal thing to do if you have free console. You might as well just take their advice on a few things. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's dive back in.
There may be possible mitigating circumstances. Do you understand that?
Huh? Nope, I don't.
You don't know what mitigating circumstances are? Again, that's another reason why you need to have
3 years, man. That's
I'm sorry?
3 years. That's nothing.
Let me tell you something. If when I'm talking, you do not talk over me. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're not going to misbehave in my courtroom. You're not going to misbehave in front of this jury, because I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to end very quickly and very badly for you if you do.
It's 3 years.
Well, you're the one that's elected to go with the jury trial, so you keep on saying it's only 3 years. That's fine. All right.
You try to give me 2 of it anyways. Might as well go to trial.
Okay. You understand, and I've told you several times now, if you represent, you will be detrimental. It will be detrimental to your case. You understand that?
I don't know if I believe that. That's your opinion.
It is my opinion. And I'm strongly advising you against it. But you understand that in my opinion, if you represent yourself, it will be detrimental to your case.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Okay? But you understand what I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
All right. And you understand that if you represent yourself, you're going to be held to the same standards as any other defense attorney and the same standards as I'm going to hold Mr. Arnold. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever represented yourself before in any criminal prosecution?
No, sir.
And you wish to go forward today without the assistance of an attorney?
Oh, can I get a few minutes? I use the bathroom anyways.
A few minutes for what?
To use the bathroom, think about it, make sure this is what I want to do.